Tonight's number is 80. 80% of all adults in the U.S. are either near poverty or they're unemployed. In the signs of this part-time recovery, 4 out of every 5 American adults are facing joblessness or poverty at some point in time in their lives. So at some point in time in their lives, 80% of Americans are either going to be jobless or they're going to be in poverty. The survey released by the Associated Press found that the America's recession has widened the gap between the rich and the poor. No surprise here, folks. No surprise here at all. The gap continues to get wider and wider and wider between those that are rich, or those that have, and those that have not. And this is the highest it's been since 1987. And it continues to get wider. Now, I want to make a point here, because we've heard a lot of, well, this is only affecting African Americans, or it's only affecting Latinos. That's not true either. There's also been a narrowing between whites and minorities as more middle class families are pushed into the service industry or being forced to take part-time jobs. So they're being pushed out of the service industry because there's no jobs, no manufacturing jobs, and they have to take part-time jobs. This is happening to white folks and black folks equally, right? The largest group that has suffered losses are white working class families. Now, we already know prosperity in the minority community is pretty bad, but in the white working community, where we've seen manufacturing go out the window, we've seen factories go on a race to the bottom, whether it's maquiladoras to Mexico or to India, or this type of outsourcing is continuing to happen. I got a chance to talk about this with Pape Antonio on Ring of Fire this week, and we had this conversation not only about the student loan debt crisis, but about the fact that America's not doing the best they can to invest in our greatest resource, which is our people. I can't stress this point enough. And the president also in his speech talked about how we can fix our infrastructure. This is something that, this is a gift that keeps on giving. We know that for every dollar we spend in transportation reform, we get $1 and almost 37 cents back, right? That's money we get back. Not to mention the fact for every $1 billion spent, we create about 34,000 jobs on the first tier. These are not like second tier jobs. These are just $1 billion spent in building a couple of bridges or a couple of highways or a new rail line. That will create 34,000 jobs. And the reason why our economy is still afloat is because the president already made this investment when he passed a stimulus package to rebuild a lot of our bridges, that fix a lot of our roads. And if we want to make sure that the 4 out of 5 Americans really don't ever get to see poverty, we've got to make a wise investment right now to keep the American dream alive. Count how many times I say dream in this show, because this is the dream show. So we'll see how many times I can say dream in the next 2 hours. Hey, Fowler Nation. Thanks to you, we have made our goal of 1,500 subscribers. You can check out our behind the scenes video in the description below this video. But now we need our next goal. We need to get to 2,000 subscribers, and we can't do it without your help. So do me a favor. Click that subscribe button, and when we get to 2,000 subscribers, we're going to release a very special video with the Fowler Nation mascot, Larry the Cat.